So I was wondering what to do with my leftover crab boil. Boom. Okay. So I did not want to eat crab boil again. So I decided to make a spinach Florentine pizza. Okay, so get ready. I'm gonna just do a little bit here, a little bit there, pause, do a little bit more, pause. Okay, but we're gonna get it together. We're gonna see this. Okay, first, get all your leftovers, your crab claws and shrimp, and chop them up. Chop them up good. Okay, then boom, put them in a saute pan. Okay. Okay, so once you get the meat all broke down, then you want to get your pizza crust ready. Okay, so remember, these are leftovers, and I'm just doing some quick leftover, quickie meal, but I still season it. So once I get everything chopped up in the pan, then I season it with just a little bit more of Old Bay seasoning, some parsley, a little bit of garlic, some little onion powder, and a little Mrs. Dash. So next you want to add some spinach right on top. Okay, you know how much spinach that is. That's a whole thing of spinach, but it's going to cook down to like 2 little leaves. Okay, so get that all cooked down and have your pizza crust ready. So next you want to get your dough stretched out. Okay, so when they come out that little can, it's a Pillsbury dough crust, and listen, they are just as good as any crust. So it's come out in that little roll. You need to stretch it a little bit. So stretch it to fit whatever kind of pan that you're doing it in. If you're doing a flat pizza, then you need to take some time and work on it and stretch it out. But I'm doing a calzone, so I'm only going to be using half of it, and then I'm just going to flip that other end over. So next you want to get your sauce on there, whatever kind of sauce you like. I like white sauce, depending on what I'm cooking. And a spinach Flourentine Calzone calls for white sauce. So I'm using the Alfredo by Bertolli. And next I'm going to get this cheese on here. So once you get your toppings on there, it should be looking like this. Half, half. Okay, I got all my toppings on, I got my cheese on. Now I'm gonna just fold it over and put some cuts in the top and pop it in the oven, and we're gonna eat. Okay, now what I do is I take my foil and I just flip the whole thing over. So then once, I'll have to put the phone down, but once I peel it off, peel the foil back, it'll just be on top. Okay, so I got the foil peeled back, so it should look like a little pillow, or whichever way you put it in there. Some people make triangles. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Okay, so then you want to make sure that you press it down around the edges so it can close up. Put some cuts in the top so it can vent, and pop it in the oven. I usually do 400 to 425, but keep your eye on it. Okay, once it get brown, take it out, run some butter across the top, put it back in for a second, let it brown up better, and clean up your kitchen. So that's what I'm getting ready to do, and I'll show you the end results. And that is the finished product. Cheesy goodness. So remember, this is like something to do with your leftover crab boil. It wasn't enough to really like, oh, it's a meal. So I did this with it. And you know what? I made a calzone the other day, but I was trying to get rid of the pizza crust. So I didn't mind making another one. Ha, delicious.